Young ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. Good evening to all of you. In international news, Israel has begun striking Iran. Since 4 p.m. GMT, they have launched volleys of missiles. They have sent a large number of missiles. Yes, they have managed to superficially hit some Iranian facilities. But at this very moment, as we speak, it's a deluge. Yes. But already, let's first look at what Iran has shown Israel. Iran has shown that they have been ready for a long time. The strategy they developed is one inspired by Russia, if I may say so. Iran deceived Israel. Israel was completely deceived. Deceived. The missiles are coming. But what Israel considers to be targets are actually not targets. They are decoys. Things meant to mislead. And how does Iran manage to do this? And what exactly is it about? Ladies and gentlemen, in this video conference, that is precisely what we are going to discuss. But before we continue, I humbly ask you to share the video conference. Share it in every group you can. Share as much as you can. Above all, give it lots of likes and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments. And let me be clear, in the comments, there must be mutual respect. We are intellectuals. Everyone is free to give their opinion, as long as we respect each other's views. There you go. We must be model citizens, model Pan-Africans. It's pointless to argue over religious issues or anything like that. Let's go deeper, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So, what's happening? First, according to a report from Israeli military radio, a significant number of fighter jets, numbering in the dozens, carried out coordinated strikes targeting multiple air defense sites located on the ground in the designated area. They also targeted buildings belonging to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Now, the air defense sites they targeted, that's where the problem lies. They targeted fake things. Israel and Iran was very clever. They were very clever. They created fake installations to make it look like they were air bases. They built a lot of them since they knew they had been infiltrated. They created elements that when you see them, you say, no, that's a nuclear site. But in reality, no. These are fake installations. What else did they make? Let me check carefully. They made dummy missiles. Iran built fake missile launchers. So they built installations as if they were missile launchers. So from the beginning, here we're sharing the video conference. From the start, it's fake targets that Israel has been attacking in Iran. There has been damage. There has been damage because in the context of conflict, there are inevitably collateral damages. There has been damage. But what Israel actually intended to hit is not what Israel ended up hitting. The real military sites for launching missiles, the real missiles are underground. And the locations of these sites are unknown to Israel. What they have put out in the open, in various places, are fake things, fake hangars that have been built, inflatable decoys that have been set up. When you see them, you say, yes, that's a missile launcher. Because it's the spies who come to gather intelligence. The geographic coordinates are provided by satellite images. They themselves don't come to the field. So that's what they target. At this very moment, as we're speaking, Israel is panicked. They made the discovery. When they made the discovery, they panicked. They no longer know how to tell the real from the fake. They can no longer distinguish between the real and the fake, the real launch site and the fake one. And this is exactly what Russia has always done in Ukraine. Russia has manufactured missiles, fake missiles. When Russia launches real missiles, it's the fake missiles that go in first. So, The Ukrainian air defense focuses on the fake missiles. By the time they are done dealing with the fake missiles, the real missiles come down. And that achieves exactly what they want to do. Since Iran knew they were going to fire, they allowed them to see that they were missile launchers. But that's fake. Now, Israel sends strikes. It hits. Afterwards, they're happy. And Iran quietly continues its work in a samurai-like peace. So, Iran built fake command posts. No, but Iran, they're really strong, They build fake command posts. I want shares, please. Fake command posts and communication facilities. Israel was successfully deceived and attacked them. That's according to an Iranian source, with evidence in the video. It's the video I recorded. So they were deceived. But beyond that, Israel managed to strike on the evening of June 15, 2025. Israel managed to hit regular sites, but only on the surface. That's the case. It's important to remember that there was a massive airstrike on the Iranian capital. There you have it. So the result is that the Israeli attacks reached at least 30 meters deep in the Mirawi Hawi area in Tehran, where there are facilities and the headquarters of the Iranian Air Force. So it went down 30 meters. There was some damage, There you have it, but he wasn't able to reach the real target. So there is also an area that was hit. There you have it. In any case, they carried out strikes, but their objective was not achieved. And now, Iran, for its part, is still waiting for Israel to strike. They have divided the 24 hours into two. Israel works during the day, and at night, Iran takes care of their sleep, ensuring the continuity of their rest right up to eternal rest. Iran has started to strike. The first Iranian missiles have reached Tel Aviv. The toll is once again a record high. In the next video conference, which will be released in 30 or 40 minutes, I will give you the full details. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the top story in the news. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I'll be back with more news for you shortly. This was the voice of your one and only Samurai.